Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, my friends, my Earth cousins. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you already. And if you are someone who's brand new and you've never been here before to this Capricorn reading on Ten of Cups Tarot, I appreciate that you're giving it a shot. Thank you so much for doing that. I hope you'll stay. I hope you will hit that subscribe button down there. And I hope you'll stay with us. We like to be in the comments around here. We're a bit of a community by now. And if you are the ride or die Capricorn and you're always here, no matter what your sign is, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, I appreciate you the most. Thank you so much for all the ways that you love on this channel. All right, Capricorn, we're going to look at some oracles, and we're going to look at some tarot. We'll do a little bit clarifying, and we'll find out what's going on for you in the week ahead. So we do have resilience here. Look, if that isn't you, I don't know what is, because I feel like following your journey for the last 6 months or so, this is you. No matter where it comes up for you, I feel it's resilience. The succulent family, right? That's like, I think that, it's those spongy type. They're not cacti, but they are sort of, I think you've seen them before, and they seem to survive no matter what. You can put them in dry ground. You can put them in pebbles or rocks. It feels like, you can't really do much to kill a succulent, and if you can, you're magic. But I feel like you are very resilient. We have card number 11, and 11, of course, is a master number, but 11, right? But the card number 38 tells me 11, and it breaks down to a 2, which is balance. So I feel like after having to be resilient for so long, Capricorn, I feel like there is something really good around the corner for you here. It says recycle, recover, and hello again. You could be getting reacquainted with people that you lost track of while you were in your healing phase. Could be a group of people. We've got card number 21, which breaks down to a 3. To me, that's partnerships, getting together with people that are like-minded, that kind of thing. All right, what else do we need to know about Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn, whenever you find my reading for the week ahead, it's always going to be for the week ahead, whether you find it today, tomorrow, or next year. It's always going to be a prediction for the week ahead. Tell me what else is coming up for Capricorn, please. We have discovery. I like it. Look, I feel like you have been so resilient. It's time for you to get into this place of discovery. Now, for some of you, I feel like as he's holding up this, he's panning for gold, right? And he's holding this up in the air to see what it is. Is it gold? Is it solid gold? Or is it fool's gold? I feel like in this really hard cycle where you had no capacity or no room to do anything else but be resilient, I feel like it was a really tough cycle back there. It feels like in this cycle, you discover who's the fool's gold. Who's that? I don't know why he's showing me that. Charlie's showing me 2 Easter bunnies, chocolate ones. One that's solid, one that's hollow. Do you remember feeling ripped off as a kid? When you're like, look at that big bunny. And then it was hollow. All right. So we got great gratitude. So I feel like what has really brought you through this hard cycle here is your ability to focus on the things that were working for you. Like I feel like your consciousness is pointed toward gratitude. And I feel like that is really what has brought you through this rough cycle. I feel like, yeah, unfortunately through this rough cycle, you're starting to realize who is gold plated. Which ones are the hollow bunnies? Which one are the hollow bunnies? All right, one more card. Tell me about Capricorn, please. We've got honeymoon. Okay, so it says honeymoon phase, attending someone's wedding. Now, the honeymoon phase could be because you're finally out of this hard cycle where all you had to do was be resilient. I feel like you're finding out who is gold and who is gold plated. And it could take you into a honeymoon phase or a honeymoon stage. It doesn't have to mean that you're getting married. It could mean like you get together with these people, right? We had at the bottom of this deck here, right? We had the 3 and you recycle, recover, hello again. It's like you're getting reacquainted with someone or a group of people possibly. And it feels like this is the honeymoon stage, where you first meet someone or it's a new friend or a new date or a new person you start seeing and everything's beautiful, right? All the flowers are blooming. So I feel like that's what you deserve. I want to say, Capricorn, after such a hard cycle that you've been through, the honeymoon phase. You could definitely be getting on a plane to attend someone's wedding. Maybe you've gotten an invitation to do that. We have challenges. Make a decision. Work on inner healing. So please, just because you're out of this really tough phase where all you could do is be resilient, don't stop working on you. Don't stop doing the inner work, regardless of what's going on around you. All right, Capricorn, let's find out what's going on with the tarot. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Tell me about Capricorn. Ooh, okay. That popped right out, didn't it? Yeah, resilience. I really do feel like I'm connecting with somebody who's like, you know what, I'm done with all of you. I'm out. I'm done with it. I've decided I'm just going to take care of me. It feels like somebody has really put you through a lot. Maybe it's not a person, but maybe it's a situation. It could be a job, but it feels like you just had to keep moving, head down, keep moving. I feel like you just had to keep going, and I feel like it's a really tough cycle that you're coming out of here. Look at that, the discovery. That's very interesting energy. So the Six of Pentacles, right? And your intention is to make the discovery, right? We've got intention at the top of that card there, and it says it's card number 8, so it's about the self. And I feel like you yourself are about to have this intention of figuring out what not to do again. Because look, we can heal up to a certain spot, but we might just jump right back into the cycle. Different person, different body, but we're making the same roundabout. It's really important to know your cycles, your patterns, so you don't repeat the pattern. We do have the Six of Pentacles. And so I want to say that the discovery is that there are people out there that will give you reciprocity, that really do care what's going on with you. And even if they can only give you little bits at a time, they'll give you that. But there are going to be times when it's going to be full on reciprocity. You pour into my cup, I pour into yours. It feels like you're about to maybe interject yourself or inject yourself into a group of people that maybe are like-minded like this. This is what it feels like here. You might meet these people on this excursion to this wedding for some of you. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is about picking a path, first and foremost, right? It's about throwing the seeds of intention. But how do you know where to throw the seeds of intention? Well, a farmer will tell you, right? How to best grow things side by side. You can't always grow the radishes next to the potatoes, right? And I feel like you're picking the right path. I want to say that you're throwing your seeds of intention. You've decided to pick a path, and that's what you're going to nurture. So I feel like this is the honeymoon phase for some of you. So with this group of people, right? The people that you might be getting reconnected to, I feel like this is a honeymoon phase. So be aware that this is a honeymoon phase. We do have the Seven Pentacles. And I always say with the Seven of Pentacles, with the sunflowers facing out, it looks like the sun is on your face because the sunflowers always point to the sun. So I feel like there is something that you're growing here. And I want to say that you're growing in the honeymoon phase, or you're going to be growing as you meet a new group of people who are very much like the sun, or they feel like the sun. All right. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. We've got fun times. We've got the lighter-haired male, and then we have neighbors, small talk, and the grapevine. We've got money in the distance. Look, the magician is here. I feel like the magician and the money card, coming up together tells me that you are magic, that you have ways to make money. That's you, Capricorn, right? You can reinvent yourself 1,000 times. Look, I have a couple of Capricorn friends, and that's really their life is dedicated to reinventing themselves. And maybe that business didn't work, or I did that for a while, and now I'm going to do this thing. But no matter what Capricorn does, they're successful, financially successful here. Maybe it's because you have a family that you're working for. For some of you, it could be. So we have the Fun Times card, and the Fun Times says parties, events, and having fun. Look, you're about to hit some sort of a cycle here that is going to bring all kinds of really great stuff to you. It's time for you to have some fun, time for you to celebrate. And it says party, events, and having fun. No more of this sadness. No more of this Five of Cups. I feel like you need to leave that in the past. She is looking into the past, by the way. So I feel like in the past, you've come from a place where it was really trying relying on your emotions, that you've been very emotional about some sort of cycle that you just passed through, that you had to be resilient. But I want to tell you that it's over. The hard times are over, that there's just nothing that can make Capricorn, that can knock Capricorn to their knees. There just isn't. You're just too tough. And we do have the intention is discovery. We have the fair male, lighter than darker. We do have two males here. Now, we look at them and they do have men's bodies, but we don't know. Is it feminine leaning or masculine leaning energy? But I just want to say that I feel like you're about to meet somebody new. Somebody who might be a bestie, might end up being a best friend, someone who is solid gold and not gold plated. This person is not the hollow bunny. And I feel like this fair male, so fair means like maybe they are lighter skinned, maybe blue eyes, maybe light brown hair, that kind of thing. But it does feel like we have somebody here who is ready to give you reciprocity here. They may be someone who's younger than you. This person on the card looks fairly young, but I don't know how old you are. So take it as it resonates here. Gossip. Okay, neighbors, small talk, and the grapevine. So I feel like this honeymoon phase comes to an end pretty quick when you find out that people are gossiping about you. I feel like you're in a path of growth. So I don't know that it's going to bother you all that much, but I do feel like this honeymoon phase, you need to really watch who you're communicating with, because this honeymoon phase, if you've let people back into your life that caused you issues previously, if you're letting someone back into your life from this really hard cycle where you had to be resilient, I'm going to say just be careful, because I feel like although you're growing, and I feel like you're growing and creating, and I feel like the sun's on you, I feel like there are people who are always going to have the small mind, right? I always say small minds talk about people, big minds talk about world issues. And so I feel like these are small minds, but I feel like they're from back here, and you let them back into your life because you're feeling better, because you've had growth, because you're putting hard work into your life. But it doesn't mean just because you're doing it, it doesn't mean they will. Tell me more about Capricorn. Seven of Pentacles comes out again. We do have the Three of Cups, and we do have the Queen of Pentacles. Look, everybody wants to be around the Queen of Pentacles. That's what it looks like. The Three of Cups is here. There's celebration coming for you. The Queen of Pentacles is the Capricorn energy, but also Taurus and Virgo, because this is a general reading. And we do have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like it's just time for you to enjoy. I feel like the hard work is over. It feels like whatever you've planted, whatever you've nurtured, it's time for you to back off and let it grow, let it create itself. And it's time for you to relax and have some fun times. It almost feels like you're a little bit tense because you've come into this really sad or tense sort of cycle. And I feel like it was a long cycle, like 5 months. Like it feels like it was a 5 or a 6 month cycle that you're coming out of. But the Queen of Pentacles tells me that you're stable and sturdy and grounded and dependable. And I think that this group of people who you're going to be having fun with, parties, events, I feel, and like, of course, you're the one who likes to throw the parties. You're the one who likes the events, right? So maybe you're going to be invited to an event that you finally don't have to plan. But I feel like there's some good things coming up here. And I feel like there's some celebratory time. And I feel like you just need to kind of back off from the Seven of Pentacles right now. Stop working so hard on the situation and take a moment to appreciate yourself and allow yourself to have a little bit of fun. Tell me about the middle of the week, please, next week. We do have the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are meeting someone that possibly has a business idea for you. Someone who is someone who is very charitable. They're charitable. They like to help people. Maybe there's someone who volunteers a lot. This person, you see them as very abundant. They see you as very abundant. The Ten of Pentacles is here. It feels like you're going to meet someone. Like we see somebody who's older in the back here, and then we have two people who are younger up front. And we do have these two people who look, fairly young, right? So it feels like you are about to meet somebody. And like I said, feminine or masculine, doesn't matter who that is to me, but it might matter to you, right? So we do have the 10 Pentacles. It's somebody who's quite abundant or somebody who's looking for a long-term relationship here. I feel like you're going to fight yourself on it, I want to say. That I feel like just because you've just come out of this really tough cycle here, standing on your feet, I feel like the Five of Wands tells me that you think this person is way too good looking, or that they are way too wealthy, or and I'm saying way too wealthy or way too good looking because the Five of Wands is here. It's like there is some holding back or some indecision. It's like maybe there's too much competition. Am I going to have to fight for this? I just came out of this hard cycle. I'm not into fighting for it. I feel like this person's been sent to you. I want to say that the Lovers is here. And this person is not the Hollow Bunny. I feel like this person is somebody who really is also looking for someone who's solid like you. That's you, Capricorn, right? You're solid and grounded, stable and dependable, and you can make something out of nothing. It feels like you meet this person midweek. It might be that you meet them while you're out having fun times, possibly, but it does feel like when they show up, you know, looking all good with their 10 pentacles in their pocket and giving you reciprocity, that you might side eye it just a little bit. And I think that that's what the Five of Wands is. It's like the internal struggle that you go through when you meet somebody new. And so I feel like you're like holding them up to the sun to see if they'll sparkle. I feel like this Lovers is telling me that you'll have a choice, that there is going to be a choice that you have to make as to whether you're going to go down this path with this person or not, whether you want to get to know them more or not. Tell me more about this. We've got the Nine of Swords, we've got the Judgment card, and we have the Wands. We have the Six of Wands. Look, I feel like for some of you, it really is about a wedding. I feel like you're being invited to a wedding. You might have to get on a plane to go there. And it feels like you're going to take a moment to kind of honeymoon. And so if you've been invited to the wedding, right, I feel as a guest, I feel like this is a great time to pamper yourself. Get the best hotel if you can afford it. And, you know, sit in the tub with your favorite drink. Like, I feel like this is a time for you to take care of you. I want to say with the Six of Wands here, it tells me that it's almost like for some of you, you could be going back home, right? Maybe you live away from the place where you were raised, and somebody in the family or friendship is getting married, and this person in the Six of Wands is coming back from the fight. Right? Coming back from the fight, coming back from a really hard cycle, and is about to step over the finish line, and people are going to make a big kerfuffle over you. Like, they're going to make a big deal over you because you haven't been back home in a while. So I think for some of you that you might be getting on a plane to go back home to a wedding, a family wedding possibly, or maybe a friend. We do have the Judgment card. I feel like you're going to be judged by some people. I'm just going to say, if you haven't been around these people in a long time, I think you have a worry that you're going to be judged by the gossiping, small talking, small-minded people in the town or the city. And I feel like you've grown so much. This is a test of your strength. This is the test of your endurance. How much have you grown? Are you ready to walk away from them? Are you ready to just turn around and say, you know what, I'm not into this? But it feels like you're going to be judged by a group of people when you show up to this place of honeymoon. Right? And for some of you, like I said, it's like the bloom is off the rose. Somebody here, it's like a group of people that you meet are brand new. You thought they were great. And once they realize your potential here, they might start talking about you. Oh, Capricorn thinks they're all that. And maybe you come back to them quite wealthy, possibly. Tell me what's coming up. Please tell me what the outcome is here, please. Tell me what the outcome is for Capricorn. We have the Ten of Wands. You're dropping some burdens, my friend. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I do feel like there is going to be an opportunity for you to spend some time by yourself. And so that's why I'm saying, if you can afford it, get the best hotel, get the beautiful hotel, make sure you have enough money that you can take care of yourself, make other people cook for you, spend some time in the tub with some music and your favorite drink. I feel like there is somebody who is going to communicate with you to tell you that they've dropped some burdens. What's this? Because the Hermit energy is here. That's Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo. I should probably tell you Virgo and Pisces is here. We've got Leo. We've got Gemini energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Who's communicating? The Knight of Wands. Capricorn, I feel like for some of you, if you are the person going back home to attend the wedding, this old flame is going to show up and they're looking better than ever. I'm just going to say, I feel like you need to drop, I feel like you will drop the burdens. I feel like you have dropped the burdens with this person. And I don't think that they're much of a temptation for you because I don't see the devil. But I want to say what you're going to do is treat them with silence. I feel like you are the Hermit. You know what you've learned in the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you've got more wisdom than to go with this. Go with, somebody who is not going to give you stability. Someone who just shows up and says, hey, want to come over? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this person person is someone that is tempting you, that is someone who is desirous, but no, they're not going to get past you. You're in the sun energy. You're in a place where you can see everything for what it is. You're willing to see everything for what it is. Not everybody has the breakthrough. You have to be willing. You have to be willing to take the good with the bad, right? And I feel like you have enough wisdom that the light is shining on the Knight of Wands. You know who this is. I think you already know who this is. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. That's why they've got their eye on you, because you're looking pretty good. You're looking confident. You're making money, right? You're making money here. And I feel like you either have a business or you're doing really well in whatever it is that you have created. And this person knows that. And they're coming in to see what they can get from you. We have the Three of Pentacles. They're not putting a damn thing into this relationship. All they're coming in with is fire. But you know it because you can see it. You can see it from the sun. All right, this person's going to communicate with you when you get to your destination. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Capricorn. I'm going to be out for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.